Hello everybody, and welcome back to another stream. I hope you can all hear me. It's been a while, I know. It really has been a while since we have been live. Hey Thomas, welcome. All is good here. Hope you're well as well, my friend. And Vaynor, hello, welcome. So, today we are going to be taking a look at the... Let me just turn this down real quick. At the TDS GTN 750 650 for XP12. Now this is a fantastic piece of kit. It really is. So I'll be showing you all of that stuff, and very kindly TDS did provide the channel with a copy to review and stream. Now they actually provided it to me a few weeks ago, so I've been getting used to it. I've been flying around with it. And I will explain why I've not been streaming since our LAX stream, actually, at the start of December. This is only my second stream of this year, so it's been about 2 months, if not 3 months, actually. And I will explain that probably in the cruise. But yeah, TDS GTN Xi is fantastic, and we will be using it today. And as you can see, we are in the beautiful Cessna Citation 525 by TorqueSim in the channel livery. I am just going to remove this depth of field. And there we are. Look at this. Beautiful. Perfect aircraft to... Oh, it's nice and quiet in here. Perfect aircraft to test out the TDS. It is compatible with a fair few of the TorqueSim products. I think the in fact, we'll go on the website later and check it out, but I'm pretty sure it's compatible with this, the the Captain Iceman, Seneca, and Seminole, and we are going to be streaming the Seneca next. That is our next stream, or maybe the stream after. I need to decide. It's compatible with that, and there's a few others. The Aerobus Viperjet DA20, I think. But I'll give you a full list later on. So, another thing, actually, which only really happened today, is if I bring this onto the screen here, is Lossless Scaling got a new update. This is the beta. So if you want this, you need to enable beta in Steam. But it got a new update with something called adaptive frame rate. So before, we all know we had fixed, and we could add the multiplier, which would multiply your FPS by the number set in here. We had X2, X3, and so on. So for example, if you had 30 FPS, and you had multiplier 2, you would then get 60, you know, and if your FPS changed to 25, your frame gen FPS would go to 50. Now what we can do is we have adaptive FPS, and we can actually set a target FPS here. And what this does is it changes that multiplier dynamically depending on your base FPS to target this for your frame gen FPS. So if we're sat at 60, for example, the multiplier is going to be times 2 to get 120. If it goes down to 30, the multiplier is going to dynamically change to x4, so 4 times to get 120. I hope that makes sense. I will do a full video on this, but I just want to show it off because we are using it in today's stream. We've got adaptive 120 set. I do have a 165Hz monitor. So 120 is a nice sweet spot. I did some testing earlier. Of course, if you have a 60Hz monitor, then set this as 60 and you'll be good to go. But anyway, I will just close that for now, and I'll scale as well, and everything is buttery smooth. So of course you guys are only going to see 60 FPS because of YouTube limitations. Let's see here, because of YouTube limitations essentially, but I'm seeing a lovely buttery smooth 120. So I hope you guys have all been well. Do let us know in the chat. It's been a while since we've spoken to some of you, so I wanna see what's going on. Hey Owen, welcome. Hope you are well, my friend. I've got a big cup of coffee next to me, so we are good to go for the stream. I'll quickly show you the route. I've now moved back to using Navigraph on my tablet, so I can't show you Navigraph right now. It's not actually running on my PC, but I'm going to try and find a way to run it on my tablet and still be able to show it to you on the stream. But we'll see. And the only reason for running on the tablet is I actually lose about 5 FPS with Navigraph running on my PC, so that's why I run it on my tablet. Hey, E. Osman, welcome. Glad that you are here. And yeah, I was just about to explain this when we look at the route, but we are here in Boston, and we will be going all the way down to a new airport we've never visited here. This is Ocean County, Kilo Mike Juliet X-Ray, and some of you may know our good friends Jetset Design, Josh Moore, or E. Osmond, who is a developer for Jetset. They make some really fantastic freeware sceneries. Do go check them out. The links are in the description. But we are going to be checking out their Ocean County airport today. And that is a freeware airport, link in the description. And it's fantastic. These guys are making payware quality stuff, but for free, you know, so really, really fantastic, and actually perfect for a Citation or Gulfstream and stuff like that. So as you can see, small airport, but it is a lot of fun, and it's very scenic. There's this, you know, forest, and I've got global forest installed, so all of this looks very, very nice in the surroundings. We've got a little bit of weather, but this shouldn't be too bad here. So let me move that to my second monitor, and I'll close that. All right. What clouds are you using? I'm on default clouds right now. These are pure stock default X-Plane. I have got a nice BlueFX preset, so as you can see, there's it off, and then we can turn it on, and it's just a nice X-Plane's got a weird sort of yellow tint, at least on my monitor. Of course, this is going to look different on phone displays and monitors, etc. But for me, X-Plane's got a bit of a yellow hue, so I put a blue tint, and I reduced the saturation as well, up the contrast a little bit, messed around with some stuff, and it looks really, really nice. Reducing the saturation actually makes it just look more realistic. So the colors don't pop as much, but in terms of realism, it looks more realistic. I think. So, let's get straight into it. I'm just going to select the approach we want for our arrival into Kilo Mike Juliet X-ray. And we have RNAV and we have VOR. You know what? We're not going to select anything and we'll do it visual because I think it's VFR conditions down there. There's a 14 knot tailwind. So we got broken clouds, 4,200. That is fine. We'll descend below the clouds. And that'll be a visual approach. So that'll be fun. Love flying out of Boston. Oh, yeah. And this is, again, another fantastic freeware scenery from Short Final Design, a.k.a. Mr. X6. It's fantastic. I'm sure everyone knows about this at the moment. Really, really good. Nice to hear. What about you went to a pilot program? So not a pilot program. I did get a scholarship through a organization in the UK called the Air League, and they provide all sorts of aviation scholarships, so flying, gliding, electric flying, engineering, and drone flying as well. In the UK, so they gave me 5 hours of free flying, and that kicked off my PPL last summer, which I'm still doing. Been very, very busy at uni, so not been able to fly as much, and over the winter, the weather has been horrible. So I actually I stopped flying in October. That wasn't intentional. It's just with the weather and being busy and being at uni. So I can't always get back to the city that, you know, I live in normally to fly. So I did do a flight last weekend though. Got back into it. No skill fade because the sim has been keeping me nice and up to date. I've been using the Just Flight Cessna 152 for that, and it's old. The Just Flight 152 is old. But it flies beautifully, so perfect for practicing. But yeah, I'll explain a bit more about what's happening sort of personally and why I took a break and what's happening with the channel moving forward. It is exciting. So let's we've been waffling for 10 minutes, so let's go ahead and actually start the aircraft. Now with let me see. With the TorqueSim, we've now got ground power. So since we last flew it, it's had 3 updates actually. We're on 1.0.3, and we now have a ground power. So let's do that. I'm going to stick the chocks on because while before the stream, we did roll back by accident. That's awesome. So Jenny, it's so rewarding. I'm jealous about BA providing full financial support for their cadets. Yes, that is one I've applied to as well. It's just fantastic. Applied to that and Aer Lingus and TUI as well. So that's also been why I've been away a little bit. It's just been so busy. Right, we need to actually change in the US. What is a VFR transponder code? I know in the UK it's 7,000. That's why I've got it set on 7,000. I think in the US it's 1,200, right? But we'll change that in a second, and we can switch out our avionics here. So we got standard GNS 530, which is the default explain GNS, and then we got this 750 and the 750Xi, and we're using the 750Xi today. And we'll switch that to 1200. I think that's correct. Yes, there we are, Thomas. Thank you. 1200, perfect. And we are good to go. So we're on. We are on the GPU, so let's get the battery on. Lovely sounds. I'm gonna have to turn the sounds down a little bit though, I think. There we are. And let me just turn down XP Realistic to match that. And avionics can go on, and everything's gonna power up here. There we are. Alright, and as you can see, we've got the license. Oh, what's happening? That was a little bit of a stutter. Got the license here. I couldn't put a 2, like a number 2 here for my name, so I had to almost spell it out. But that's fine. So we'll click continue on those. I was thinking about purchasing. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice. We will go into that a little bit more in a second. So everything over here is good. We'll do the tests in a second, but we will get the nav light on for now. And we'll get panel lights on. I just like the way they look even during the day. And alright, let's get into the GNS here. Okay, so they're not linked at the moment. That is something coming later on. At the moment, they're not linked. But anyway, we can hit continue. There isn't a crossfill. and one's in kilos, one's in gallons. So let me just change this to kilos real quick. So we go here to settings, and then we go to units, and gallons, we'll change that to kilos. There we are. Alright, now they are all on the same page. I am just going to disable lossless scaling here for a second, because we don't need it right now. So, let's go to flight plan. And you can import your flight plan using a file. I'm going to put everything in manually today.
System test OK.
So I've got my OFP here on the side, and we're going to go add waypoint. Actually, no, what am I doing? We click on Boston, load procedure, departure. So we are on the SOC 7. So we can just scroll like this, or we can use the scroll wheel. So SOC 7. And runway 22 right is our departure today. That all looks good, so we'll load that. And now we can scroll down and add our waypoint. So next waypoint is rifle. Romeo India Foxtrot Lima. There it is, rifle. So there we have the en route. It split the SID and the en route. So there's rifle. And then we have drift. So Delta Romeo India Foxtrot Tango. There it is. Next, Charlie Yankee November. And we'll put that in. So there's Yankee Younger November coil. And now we're on to MGX. So we go add waypoint and Kilo Mike Juliet X-ray, which is the airport, and we hit enter. It is indeed an airport. Oh, hang on, what are we doing here? Add waypoint. Let me just test something real quick. I think I forgot to add how to add an airport. So hey, Heart X Experience, welcome. I'm doing good, thank you, my friend. So okay, back flight plan. Procedure. We do arrival maybe, and we put in our arrival airport. Oh no. Airport, here we are. Okay, so Kilo Mike Juliet X-ray. Why is it not picking up Kilo Mike Juliet X-ray? Interesting. I've not had this before. Right. Can we find it in here maybe? Yeah, I don't know why it's not finding airports. Interesting. Never ever had this issue before. If I try on this side. No. Maybe my air rack is out of date? Let's just go through. Look at this. This is cool. Right. Apologies. Like I said, never had this issue, and the second I stream, of course, I start getting issues. We'll just find alerts. Utilities. Can we go here? We try JFK. Yeah, it just doesn't want to accept JFK at all. Which is obviously close to us, and it doesn't want to do MJX. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's do this. Charlie Yankee November is pretty much right on the... It's pretty much right on the localizer anyway. And then it's a right turn and it's a 9 nautical mile final. So, you know what we'll do? We'll not input that, I guess. Again, no idea why it's doing that. But we'll move on. We'll go through and show you the rest of the stuff. So, we do have the main map, of course. As you can see, you've got all the taxi charts, and you can select runway intersections and all sorts of stuff. Create a user waypoint. I could do. Shall we try that? Although it's not picking up any airport at all, which is kind of weird. Now we have to go and find MJX. There's New York. It's down here somewhere, isn't it? There's Charlie Yankee November, so MJX is up here somewhere. Too far, I think. I'm just comparing to my Navigraph. There's MJX. Insert distance heading from previous waypoint. There's the airfield though. So there, oh. Yeah, right clicking makes a pop up. So I guess we could just place it like this, right? Radial distance, reference, Charlie Yankee November. There we are. So radial 9.5. Yeah, that works fine. And you know what? Shall we put it on this intersection of the runway? So whenever we do our flight plan, it should go to the runway, hopefully. Alright. And we'll create that. LGA, try that. No, just it's not picking anything up. I'll have to try and fix that. That might honestly be my nav data. Potentially. Because I did reinstall the TDS package before the stream, so I think I may have forgot to do something, potentially. But anyway, that worked, so thank you for that idea. And we can go ahead and carry on. So, runway 2 to right, intercept. Yep, that looks good to me. Let's go ahead and continue showing you all this stuff so you can see aircraft. We've got like a traffic radar, which is cool. Terrain, of course, that's just going to show all red right now. We are on the ground. We do have a weather radar, so radar. I guess we put it on weather. Yeah, look at that. And I think if we go to the map, we don't have weather showing up at the moment, so maybe this is picking up buildings and stuff. We can do test. I see, Cav, okay, I see. It's all useful stuff. We have ground mode. Cool. Alright, so we can showcase that in flight a little bit better, I reckon. And then we have charts. So I'm going to bring up charts on this page. As you can see. Now, interesting. Will it let me get... Yeah, it's not going to let me get charts for for there, is it? Nope. Alright. Anyway, you do have charts and you can put them in full view. And have a look, as you can see. So we can go ahead and go to the information and we can go this one. Let it load. And menu. You can invert as well if you did want to. And then go to full. So you can zoom in here. Alright, we can leave that like that. Perfect. So we've done flight plan, procedure, there's nearest airports, intersection VOR, all of that good stuff. User waypoints as well. A load of stuff here. Waypoint info, so I guess there's airport information. You can see all the frequencies, and I think if you click it, you can tune it straight in as well. We're not on any network or say intentions today. So we're not really going to use this feature, but really useful. Anyone using Active Sky? You know, Kiwi, I was, because in the last version of X-Plane, in the last few versions, every time on live weather, every 60 seconds when the weather updates, you get a horrible stutter in FPS, and I've been having it, and a load of people on my Discord have been having it as well. So I am thinking of moving back to Active Sky, so I need to do some testing, and I'll probably update everyone in my Discord about that. So we got services, phone, there's music as well. That's cool. Can we, cool. Not entirely sure how to use this stuff, but so it's there. I don't know if it works. Yeah. Alright, we'll keep that muted just in case. Yeah, the contacts, position reports, all that good stuff. So there's so much in this. A lot of you will know a lot more about me, a lot more than me about all of these. We have VNAV, we'll be utilizing that. There is trip planning as well, as you can see. Very useful stuff. Fuel planning. Oh, hello. It has picked up KMJX now. Oh, that's our custom waypoint, isn't it? Yep. We have winds, true airspeed indicator to show you this in flight. Rain protection. Flight timers, so you can start timers and all that good stuff. You can see your times. Messages if you want to create scheduled messages, and there's a log as well. So we'll put it back on flight plan for now. Okay. And what's our cruise altitude? I'm going to set that up now. 400. We're not going to get up to 400. We can probably, let's do, what happened to our lossless scaling? There we are. We'll probably do, if I bring this up. There's our altitude selector. Let's do 23. We need to payload, fuel and balance as well. So let's do 23, I think. Completely arbitrary number, but 400, no way we're getting up to 400 in this short flight. No UNS today, we are using the GTN. And I think, so this is on nav 1, which is what we want it on. Perfect. Right, so flight plan. And alright, so let's go ahead and do some warnings then and some tests. So we have the fire warning test. Landing gear. Battery temperature. I'm not entirely sure where to look for that. Angle of attack, as you can see. And we have stick shaker. Spare, what's that say? Spare? Don't know. Oh, that's a spare selection, I guess. Overspeed. Anti-skid. I guess this would come up on here. And then we can test all the annunciators and off. All right. So let's go ahead and start the aircraft here. So avionics are on. We won't need the fuel boost. We'll put the ignition on for the engine start. So let's go beacon on. Parking brake is set. Throttles are should be in idle cutoff actually. I'm not sure why they weren't, but they are in idle cutoff. And we're gonna introduce fuel at, was it 12% M1. So left ignition can go on, and we'll start the left hand side. There's 12% M2. Put the fuel in. And we'll let it settle here, and then we'll start number 2 as well. Beautiful, beautiful sounds. And we should probably get rid of the ground power and the chocks as well. Alright. And alright, so good start on number 2. Let's go ahead and start number the right hand side, sorry. And we'll introduce the fuel. Beautiful. Local QNH is 2917. 2917, if am I reading that right? Apparently it is actually 2917. That seems incredibly low. It's not as bad as I thought it'd be actually. There we are, 2917, and FO side is not set. So let's set that. Two 2917 is set there as well. I just realized I don't have any rain sounds, so I'm gonna add them with this. Yeah, we'll go with 1. Alright. So, let's go ahead and I'm just gonna check my frames here. Yeah, frames are struggling a little bit, aren't they? Or is that my GPU for lossless? Yeah, it's lossless. Alright, so more testing required for lossless, but for now, let's get the ignition off and get the anti-collision we don't need at the moment. This all looks fine. Standby gyro on. Passenger safety is already on. Landing lights will turn on later, but we can put recon taxi like that. And I think everything else is good. So that's normal. We'll set flaps 15 for the takeoff. Gyro. Ignitions, we don't need fuel bus. Gens are on. Perfect. Pitot static. Alright, good to go. So, I'm going to turn my lossless scale. Let's put this on 60 and see if that behaves a little bit better. And there's another setting actually which I want to change. There we are. Alright. Oh, let's release the parking brake. There we are, and we'll taxi on out of here. Right. Those stutters are my VRAM. Alright. We do have blowers actually, don't we? Which they introduced in a update, so we can use those for the rain on the windshield. Alright. Where are the blowers then? It's these, aren't they? This is the bleed air. We are just following this taxiway all the way down. All right. That Delta, yeah, SkyTeam Delta 7-3 in front of us. And what we can do is go here, performance, takeoff, and we can see our performance here. So it pulls all the weather automatically, as you can see, and it wants 91%, 97% M1. We do have, let's see, what's our headwind? 5 knots, so we got plenty of runway for the takeoff roll here. And V198, 99, 102. So 99, there we are, was bug 99 there. And we need to make a left turn now. Where is it? What am I looking for? Alright. Looks like we're going to be something like number 3 for takeoff. Looks like there's a Air Canada D190 behind us. Very nice. Now, if anyone knows how to get the blowers on for the wind, for the rain, that'd be fantastic. I think it is these though. I think we just need to be flying faster, I would presume. And you know what we did? What we didn't do? We didn't do weight balance. So fuel, let's set about the same. There we are. I'll just equalize it. That should be more than enough for the flight. Looks like they're actually going to a different runway. And we'll just check there's nothing on the approach here. And there is actually something on the approach, so we will wait for them. Yeah, you can, I guess you guys can probably see it every now and then, that horrible stutter. Alright, let's put this back to map. That's the live weather updating. Let's zoom this out a little bit. Alright. Where is this aircraft? Not too far away. There they are. Are they going around? They might be going around. But everything looks good for takeoff. We'll just wait a second. Yeah, they're going around, I think. Alright, so. Landing lights on. Are they on? They are. Anti-collision light can go on as well. And I don't believe... Oh, ignitions go on for takeoff. And I believe that is everything. Yeah. Alright. We'll line up on the runway. I tell you, that stutter X-Plane really got to sort out. Every time the live weather updates, every 60 seconds, it stutters. Anyway. Yeah, we're good to go then. So, get the yoke. And let's slowly advance the power. And we want 97, wasn't it? 97%. Bit more. There it is. 96.8, that's perfectly fine. Keep it center line. It's very windy. And we'll rotate. Oh, windy, windy, windy. Gear up. We'll trim. Just look at my chart. Yeah, we'll climb out at about 140. So, let's see here. We can go nav. And we'll just let the aircraft speed up and then we'll hit IAS. Windy, windy, windy. There's IAS. Alright. And we'll follow this. I've just seen something. Is that a super chat? It is. Owen, $5. Thank you very much. Very, very much. Appreciate that. Let me know if this sounds okay, guys. The sim might be a bit too loud. Do let me know. Oh. It is rocky. You can see here how we're following the GTN, so we're going to that waypoint. And this power setting for now is fine. We'll power back a little bit in a second. Sounds is okay, perfect. So much fun to fly. And now that left turn. We might not get above the weather the entire time, you know. Let's see. Alright, let's engage the autopilot. There we are, autopilot is engaged. There we are. And if we go down here to split departure, and we need 10, nope, wrong one. Need a 10-3 hotel. There it is. Perfect. Yeah, Owen, thank you very much. Really, really appreciate that. I really do. Beautiful. X-Plane's looking beautiful. Lovely. And we're getting about 40 FPS up here in the cockpit, so I am going to disable lossless scaling for now. We don't really need it. Oh. Guess we're slightly outside the aircraft there. Lovely. Oh, flaps. Completely forgot about flaps. They can go up. We should get a much better climb rate now. Yeah, there we are. So let's speed it up. We'll say, well, max is 250 right now, so I guess we'll just go 250. And what I'm gonna do, the easiest way I found is to just go to VS mode and pitch down and let ourselves speed up essentially. So this restriction states we must be above 3,000, as you can see, which we are, so more than made that. And we can get lights turned off now. So landing lights off. Then the rest are fine. You can click here. And now we have noise cancellation running. So a bit of peace and quiet, but we'll leave that for now. What I am going to do is just turn... I'm just going to turn the sim sounds down for myself. There we are. Alright, if you guys want me to put the sounds back up, I can do that for you guys. I can control the sim sound for me and the sim sound for the stream independently using a brilliant Elgato system. Do you know when weather radar will be fixed? In the citation? Where is it? Down here? I don't know. I'm not sure. But speaking of, you have reminded me. Where is it? Weather. Let's see. Let's just go to the weather radar. There we are. And we'll change this to weather. Okay, I believe that's working. So we can, by scrolling, you can zoom as well. And you can scan horizontal. Oh, look at this. If this is correct, this is very, very cool. That's the ground there, I'm presuming. Okay, so let's pitch up slightly. We're at 260, so let's slow down a little bit. What I might do is just pull the power, which will slow us down, and then we can hit IAS mode. Like that, and now power back up. And we should climb at a nice climb rate. And we're just gonna, there we are, leave it there. Perfect, alright. Hey Kaylin, welcome. Lobo Doo, hello, I'm a newbie, and explain, is this playing study level? Study level, I wouldn't say study level, but it's close. It is close. It just needs a few more features, refinements. But also, I'm not familiar enough with the citation in real life to say whether it's study level or not. You know, you'd have to ask a real pilot for that. But it is very, very good. It is very good. It really depends what you... everyone's, you know, what everyone thinks is study level varies, right? So, it depends. Taking GSX 35 minutes to load fuel for my flight. Oh yeah, that's a long flight. So Singapore to JFK. FPS seems good on ground. Custom scenery. Hoping it won't be too bad in JFK. Fantastic. And FrameGen's working. Nice. Are you using Lossless or FrameGen mod? Put this back to horizontal. So it looks like there's some cells over there. I don't know if they're being picked up on here. I don't think they are. Nice. Hopefully we'll get above this cloud layer as well. FrameGen mod. Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 still crashing while loading. But if my 2024 FPS stays like this, then I won't miss too much. Fair enough. I couldn't get FrameGen mod to work. It used to work and now it stopped working for me again. I was trying to get it working the other day. This is cool. Alright, so. Let's, I'm going to change the... Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to change my comm. And I'm going to put this back to map. Nope, why is it changing the frequency? I don't want to change the frequency. Nope, stop changing. Yeah, when I scroll, it's changing my frequency, which I don't want it to do. Oh, hello. There's that weather we were talking about. Yeah, so we're not far away. That's quite loud, isn't it? Turn that down a little bit. We should get out of it in a second here. There we are. Yeah, we'll put this on the weather radar. All right. Jeez, it is turbulent. In 2020, I can't get it working. It's causing crash, but I deleted the file, reverted my DLSS. Not sure what else I can do. Just wish Microsoft Flight Sim had that as a log. Yeah, absolutely. The log is so useful, especially in X-Plane. Beautiful. Look at that. Looks like we mostly got out of it. I think Laminar needs to turn. Yeah, I'm not using the new effects because the new effects don't work with Tobii eye tracker. As you can see, it doesn't work until I disable the plugin here. Then I can run it, as you can see. But I think they are a bit overdone. It's nice, but overdone for sure. I agree with that. One thing I did notice is when you might be able to see it here, but look at the shaking we have going on. That's from XP Realistic, by the way. When I re-enable my my Tobii eye tracker, it's still there, but a lot less. For some reason, having the plugin running like reduces the movement I get, which is weird. So I'm gonna find a way to fix that. Yeah, this is all XP Realistic. Why don't you recommend for XP12? Already have map enhancement, the Sim Heaven. Thinking to buy Global Forest. Global Forest is really nice. It's something like $10, right? So it's super cheap. Really nice. I do like that. If map enhancement's working well for you, then go ahead and continue using that. But I recommend Auto over map enhancement. But if it works, you know, stick with it. We might go a little bit higher. You know, let's go 25. I want to get away from this cloud layer. Ideally, I want to get above it. But yeah, what I'd recommend, Lobodo, is you can join the Discord. I'll provide a link here. That should provide a link, and ask them. We can give you a nice list because it's a little bit difficult to do it on stream. That is super loud, isn't it? I'm going to turn that down. Right. Yeah, so go ahead, join the Discord, ask there, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Yeah. Look at our vertical speed all over the place. But we'll get out of this weather. It's all good. Look at that. Look at the rudder working there. I don't think we turned ignitions off, did we? So we can turn those off. Those should have been turned off earlier. I'm going to add a little bit more power just to get us up to 25,000. We may have to go higher, honestly. How high are these clouds? Overcast at 25, yeah, so let's do 26, I guess. We'll go up as high as we can. We got Providence down to our right. We can't see it, but that's where the next Flight Sim Expo for this year is being hosted. The link to Discord doesn't work. I'll have to replace that. Let me grab a new link real quick. Actually, there should be one in the description. That should work. In the description of the stream, there should be one. So let me know if that one works. I'll replace the Nightbot one. I guess it's expired. Hey, Sim Crashflyer, welcome. How's it going? Glad you're here. Thank you, Caleb. Appreciate that. Alright. Hopefully we can get up there through this cloud layer. We can actually go standard on the Barrow, which has given us a lot. So, right, you know what? Let's just put 30 in and see what that gives us. Ah, yes. Yeah, I will do, Caleb, for sure. I will do. I did that for all the YouTube links. I guess I forgot Nightbot. So yeah, I'll have to do that. All good. C-Flight 747-8, will we get a stream soon? We will, yeah. I need to catch up on some add-ons I've been, given or asked to stream. So I need to catch up on those, but then as soon as we can, we'll do a 747-8 stream for sure. Alright. Come on, there's just one serious layer, and then we're back up. Let's see if we can make it up there. There we are. Are you on VATSIM? I'm not at the moment. No VATSIM. So here we can see the rest of our route and our progress. Down here, there we are. All right. Perfect. We are above all the clouds now. So we're going to call it, where are we at? 27, 28 we'll cruise at then. As you can see, there was absolutely no way we'll ever get into flight level 400. What's our fuel looking like? Interesting. Why are we only using fuel from one tank? Let's just check this. Yeah, it's only using fuel from the right tank for some reason. It's always transferring fuel from the right to the left. I can't chase with Concorde. Right, let's try and figure the fuel out then. Why are we... so all the fuel stuff is over here. Oh, hello. Fuel transfer. I must have accidentally flicked that. No wonder. Alright, so let's rebalance it out. And now... Yes. Alright, so we'll keep an eye on that. Alright, good job we caught that. Otherwise that would have been a slight issue. Good. So we're now at cruising. Let's set 260 on the speed and we'll try and maintain that at 28k. Look at it wiggling left and right. Get some nice screenshots. Nice. Is that another cloud layer above us? Of course it is. Right, we'll stay at 28 for now then. I'm not entirely sure we can actually get up to 29, so we'll stick around here. Chasing with F-16. You know, Say Intentions added Skynet, I think it's called, so you'll now be able to, for Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 and 24, see other people in your sim. So like VATSIM, with model matching, you can see other people. They are adding the same for Say Intentions, which is really, really cool. And they are looking into adding that for X-Plane as well. So that's really exciting. And right now, I will get back on Say Intentions. We'll do some streams on it, for sure. Nice. Alright, I would think our fuel is balancing out. We are losing fuel on the left-hand side, which is good. And we'll let that balance back out. FPS was very good in takeoff. Mine was just over really nice. Really, Caleb. So, FrameGen mod has helped you, I see. I might have to try it, and maybe we can actually use Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, because at the moment I can't use it at all, so... Lovely. So, alright, so, I haven't streamed, since, was it the 2nd or 3rd of January? The start of this year, we did our short final LAX stream, didn't we? So, as many of you may know, I'm at university, I'm studying Aerospace Systems Engineering, and I'm right now in my final semester. So I finish in about 2 months, and I'll graduate this year, this summer, and all that we finish, I can move on to flight training. So that is essentially the reason I've not been here. It's just been so busy with university work, which of course I have to prioritize that. All sorts of final year projects, which I will at some point talk about, not just yet, but I'll talk about my final year projects once they're submitted to the university and stuff like that. So that's really why I've just been super busy. I've been applying for various scholarships and cadet schemes for the airlines as well. So this summer should be interesting. We'll be finishing our PPL, hopefully, and I'm hoping to do some videos on that. So set up some GoPros inside the aircraft. I've done some test flights with the GoPros, and audio, video, everything is pretty good. So I just want to get some which are slightly more usable. So yeah, should be a lot of fun. And then on to more flight training and stuff like that. So we have a 12 knot headwind and a 18 knot crosswind at Ocean County. So that's gonna be an interesting landing. Alright, shame we're in this cloud layer. Got a passenger in the back here. Now, there's no ILSs there. We're just doing a visual approach, is what we said. What do you think about the C525? Really nice. It's a lot of fun to fly. It's very different, you know. So if you don't have the GTN 750, you can use the GNS 530 if you wanted, but you do have the UNS device here, which we used in our first stream. And the UNS is the, if you don't know, Amy from FlyJSim, and also who worked on this for TorqueSim. She is the one who made the UNS device, and it is fantastic. It's really, really good. UNS is a lot of fun to use, actually. It's a bit more difficult, but a lot of fun, so worth learning for sure. And if you're familiar with the UNS in the FlyJSim Q400, it's not too dissimilar. So it is really nice. The aircraft itself is great. I mean, the sounds, the visuals, and we're getting more and more features. So now we have the performance stuff, which was missing on release, and we have the ground power, stuff like that. It is nice. It's a nice aircraft for sure. It's a little bit pricey for what you get, I think, at the moment. Like I said, it's really nice, but for the price tag, I'd expect, you know, a full EFB and stuff like that. But, you know, it is nice. And I think it'll mature into a really great product for X-Plane. So it's a lot of fun. Where's that INOP? INOP is the weather radar, but with the, we can use the weather radar here, as you can see. Can the weather IRL just get not bad for more than like 2 days? In sim and IRL flying and driving not been fun. Yeah, I know, right? Even in the UK, actually the last few days in the UK have been really nice, but just the entire winter and January and February was so bad. I had 10 lessons, was it 11 lessons booked over winter. Every single one got cancelled, which is why I haven't flown since October. It was just crazy. No one could fly. It's just ridiculous, to be completely honest with you. Yeah. Fly from early December to early February. Yeah, absolutely. And you know, you don't want a gap like that. You really don't. You know, flying is, as my instructor said, a fadeable skill. So you know, if you don't fly, it'll fade. And we have sims here to keep us current and stuff, but it's not the same. So you know, my flying, when I had my first lesson since October, just this last Saturday, and you know, everything was okay, was great. But there was a few things which obviously I'd got used to the sim rather than getting used to flying for real, right? So does not help. I'm about to go finish my PPN in a month or two. Ooh, fantastic. It's a lot of fun, Aussie. I'm currently on 18 hours now. I've done a few solos, I need to do, I think, 1 or 2 more hours of solo flying before we can move on to cross-country stuff. But when the weather's been bad, where the limits have exceeded the solo wind limits, we have done cross-country stuff with you know, with my instructor. So I've done a bit of cross-country, but really just need to get that solo hours in, and then we can move on. But yeah, good luck, Aussie, with your PPO. Are you going any further than the PPO? Moving on to IFR, CPL, all that good stuff? There we are. All I have to do is solo cross-country, night landings, written, then actual check ride. Perfect. Very nice. There's just not much near me. I see. Right. And you're going all the way up to airlines, right? I assume. Is that the plan? Just tuned in. Looks like you have the G load on. I don't care for it. No way to tune it down. So I don't have this G load on. This is off because it's not compatible with Tobii eye tracker. I do, however, have XP Realistic. The G-forces and XP Realistic turned on. But the reason we're shaking around so much is because the aircraft is actually shaking around quite a lot. We are flying in some turbulence at the moment, which is why we're shaking around at the moment. We do have the yaw damper on. Alright, so Charlie Yankee November, this waypoint, which is our last waypoint, is 9 miles away from the airport. Airport elevation is, let's have a look. Just checking my charts. Elevation is, if it tells me, which it doesn't look like it is. Oh, elevation 76 feet. So pretty much, you know, sea level almost. I would say we want to be around 2,000-3,000 feet. We'll do 2 to be safe by CYN. So what we can do here on the VNAV is we can go, we don't need this now. Let's go to utilities, VNAV, VNAV enabled. So I think what we need to do is go to flight plan. Oh, there's no flight plan on this, is there? So we need to do it on this side, right? Huh. Alright, look at this, there's so many settings. Anyway, right, let's go to utilities, VNAV. And what we need to do is go to flight plan, and here select 2000 mean sea level, and we'll enter that, and now we can go to oh no, we don't want to do that. Oh, we didn't save it. Right, 2000. Save that, and then we'll go VNAV.
Vertical track.
There we are. So as you can see, we did that just in time. We need to descend in 48 seconds. We can see our vertical deviation. So as you can see, we're under the profile because we're not at our top of descent yet. And here's the VS required. So flight path angle of 3 degrees is perfectly fine, and we'll start our descent shortly here. And we'll put map up here. Right, what we can do is just go to, and we'll just add CYN, and then we'll add, oh, the user waypoint doesn't exist here. Alright, that's fine. Map. There we are. Alright. So, let's start our descent then. So we'll go vertical speed. And we'll go 2000. And we'll slow it down here. And we'll hold that 260. Alright. Target VS should be higher, more like 2,000 to 3,000 feet per minute. So, I don't know about in the real citation what they would do, but at the moment I'm just going for a standard 3-degree flight path angle, and then it calculates the vertical speed for that 3-degree angle, which is then dependent on our speed, of course, which we actually need to increase a little bit. But I found 3 degrees works nice. We can increase it. I suppose is 2,000 to 3,000 what they do in real life, Dave? Try and get this throttle set perfect. Alright, we should descend nicely and hit 2,000 at Charlie Yankee November. Perfect. So that looks good to me. Alright. Oh, we're getting a bit faster. Reduce the power. Of course, no auto throttle, so we have to keep an eye on the speed. Manage the throttles ourselves. Alright. Good stuff. Brilliant. I just got an email saying our lecture that I have tomorrow morning has been cancelled. Lovely. That means I can spend that time on some work. Alright. So, we do need to stream the Captain Iceman Piper Seneca. We did the Seminole just before Christmas, and Iceman himself very kindly provided the Seneca as well, which has the GTN integration with TDS. So we got to stream that, and we also still need to stream the COWS GA40 XLS as well. And then, of course, suggestions from you guys. We're going to do a dedicated stream for Ocean County Airport with Jetset, hopefully. That'll be next week sometime. And then probably a SSG 747 stream as well, because that's been requested, and whatever else, what other requests you guys have. Yes, 250, 3000, typical descent. Okay. We'll keep that in mind for next time. If I change it now, of course, our entire VNAV planning might screw up. So, again, we're getting a bit fast. Oh, any A350, I forgot. So I did my first flight in that today. It went somewhat well. So yeah, we can take a look at that on the stream as well. It was a bit of a disappointing aircraft, if I'm being completely honest. I wasn't given it by any builds. I did pay for that. Hence the disappointment. But we'll talk about that a bit more in a dedicated stream for that. Throttle idle will get 250, 3000 nicely. Alright, shall we try it? Oh look, we didn't set our altitude, did we? So let's do that. Let's try this. So we'll set 2000. As we go past the altitude we're currently at, it's going to go into alt and level off. There it is. That's my fault. I forgot to change that. Alright. So, you're saying we should do vertical speed and idle 3000 should get us 250. Probably too busy, but A380, yeah, we could do that. I've not streamed the A380 yet since it released. I've flown that only twice actually as well, because the performance isn't fantastic on that, but it's freeware, so can't complain. I love what fly-by-wire do, especially for free. So if we set our bug to 250, what's our fuel looking like? Better. Okay, it's more balanced now. Once that balances, we'll switch it back to both. If you get your 2024 sorted out, definitely flying that sim. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I'll look at that video. Appreciate that, Caleb. Alright, so it looks like the aircraft is speeding up here towards 250. That's nice. What I might do is set this target 3000. Value must be between... Oh, you can't... let's level off. Add the power back in. Get us back up to 250. Can we now select 3000 in here? Cheers, Caleb. Appreciate that. Must be between 2654 and 441. What if we do that? And then we can do... There we are. Now we can do 3000. And it says descend in 3 minutes. Alright. Let's follow this then. And then we'll do 3000 at 250 and we'll follow what Dave mentioned. Although I'm not convinced that's completely working. So let's just do this. Let's go... $3,000. Sorry, 2000. And then we can go vertical speed. And we'll do 3000. And we'll just level off at... oh, where have we gone? There we are. Alright. Lovely. I think we will need a little bit of power to maintain 250, but let's see here. We can go to local QNH as well, which is 2934. So we're going to lose a lot of height as we change this. (2934) is the local QNH, and we'll set the first officer side as well. There we are. Alright, landing lights on. I do have orthos for the area. Look at that descent rate. And I'm gonna bug 220. In fact, I'll bug 200 for now. This is just visual, it doesn't actually affect anything, it's just for my own reference. And then, like I said, we are doing a visual approach. Shell it out as you approach 1000. Gotcha, I see. Alright, you know, Dave, I'll have to do some research on the descent. But I appreciate your help. We can shallow it out then, as we are going to make this. So, what shall we do? Shall we do 2000? 1500? Let's do 1500. And we'll let it slow down to 200 as well. Nice. There is our route, essentially. One thing I miss when I fly Microsoft Flight Sim is fly by camera. Yeah, I miss the camera system in when I fly Microsoft Flight Sim as well, for sure. FPS 37, 38, not too bad. GPU is what's struggling at the moment a little bit. Slowing down nicely as well. I'm gonna make this 1000. We'll shallow it out a little bit. Did we crash? I hope not. Oh, we're back. That was just a long stutter. Jeez. That scared me a little bit. Alright. And we'll hold 200 for now. Yes, absolutely, Dave. Really looking forward to that next update. Fixing dark cockpits. Xcraft did find a way around it, and then Lineage. Oh, that's another one we need to stream, the Lineage, isn't it? I better get that done as well. That is a lot of fun to fly, the Lineage. It really is. Jeez, it's bumpy up in the sky today, isn't it? not sure that yaw damping actually works. Yeah, I don't know. G650 is fantastic. Yeah, I've got the 550. I've not flown it much though. That's another one to try out. Are you using lossless scaling? Not right now. I was earlier. But my GPU is just struggling. We could turn it on now, I suppose. Let's see. Running nice. Locked at 60 with the new adaptive frame rate. So we're at 2000. See if we can spot the field. It's off to our right. There should be a big hole in the forest somewhere. I think it might be over there. But we'll slow it down. There's so much turbulence. CD stutters due to the live weather update. That's the reason I wasn't using it. That's all. 650 is better than 550. Oh, really? I didn't know that. What's our landing speed? We can check. So flaps full, 99. All right. So I'll bug 99 now, and we'll slowly slow down. And I'm gonna turn the fuel transfer off. It's slightly imbalanced, but it's fine. Beautiful. Yeah, see those stutters? What happens there is when CPU usage goes to 100%, Lossless doesn't have any CPU to work with, so you end up getting the stutter. And the reason my CPU is going to 100% usage is because of the explained live weather update. Super annoying. Hopefully it gets fixed. Alright, field. Where's the field? Is that it? Nope. But look at this forest, by the way. Global forest looks so good. Keep an eye on the speed here. We are looking okay. So it's almost off our wing now. Oh, there's another stutter. Piney Woods of southern New Jersey. Not much there. What's the CPU? It's a 7800 X3D. 7800 X3D. The CPU is great. It's just X-Plane is issue. There's the airport, isn't it? There it is. Alright, so we have the field in sight now. And I might take it off autopilot now and cut this short. We'll see. Yeah, the CPU is fine, like I said. Temps are not too bad either. They're a little bit hot, admittedly, but that's not the cause of the issue. It is just X-Plane deciding to use all the cores at 100% usage. And I think it's because I'm quite low on VRAM, which doesn't help as well, and it just puts additional strain on the CPU. I'm going to disable lossless scaling for now, though, because those stutters are annoying. And knowing my luck, I'll get a stutter like that right on final, so... Yeah, Caleb, I know what you mean. I have that. If you just reset the scaling or close lossless scaling and restart lossless scaling, it generally fixes itself. I know exactly what you mean. I get that as well. Right, so there is the airport. So let's disconnect the autopilot. Okay. And can we disable the flight director? Just turn these off. Yeah, alright. Let's do some manual flying. And actually, my frame rate is really struggling for absolutely no reason at all. So, oh, jeez. Look at the stutters. Yeah, we'll disable that. The stream might get stuttery as well. I do apologize. I think it's yeah, CPU is sat at 100% right now. It'll recover at some point shortly, hopefully. It's because my VRAM usage is through the roof right now. Again, it's just the area. So maintain 2000. Do our best to. It is very, very gusty. So set ourselves up for a nice base here. So we'll go turn here. So about 90 degrees to the field. And there's the field. Actually, let's make sure we get the right airport. That's not the field, is it? No, it is. Okay. So let's start that right turn then. And descend. It's for all over the world, right? Or just certain continents? What's that? Sorry, Caleb? There's the field. Alright, nice. Maybe a tad high, but we can bring it down easily. And that's stable approach. It's a new plugin I'm trying out. It's not configured yet for the Citation, so we can ignore it. Jeez, look at the wind. I'm going to get flaps out. And gear. Jeez. Flaps. Nice. They are nice and draggy. Get trim. Oh. Lord, is it windy. Alright, let's try and get this down.
500. Sync.
Alright. Yeah, stable approach isn't set up for the Citation yet, so we can ignore that. Look at the crab. Ugh. We are going to be fast, I think, here, but actually, we kind of want to be fast, don't we? I'm going to add a little bit of power over the threshold. Oh, come on. Nope, going round. Come on, power. Alright. We'll put one stage of flaps up, gears going up. The wind. Yep, go around. That was a go around for sure. Look at the crab angle we have right now. I mean, if we do this, you'll be able to see the crab angle. Yeah, look at that.
TOS not available.
Alright. So, let's go up to 2000. And then we'll go ahead and do another approach. Sorry if the stream is stuttering. I can see it stuttering on OBS. It's not stuttering for me. It's just the encoder's overloaded. So alright, let's level off
available.
There. Keep a nice speed, and we'll just do a visual circuit here. I didn't expect to be doing a circuit in the Citation today, but hey, that's fine. We'll go flaps all the way up. And we'll retrim the aircraft.
TARS not available.
I don't know what's going on with TARS. I do like the weather in the sim. You get moments like that you just don't get in Microsoft Flight Sim. I've never had a moment that bad. Let's zoom in on here. Come on. Oh, wrong way. Alright.
TARS available.
We'll set ourselves up for a nice downwind here. We'll have to crab into the airfield slightly. So as you can see, oh nice, look at this on the GTN. So you can see that we have our, it's got a track up at the moment, but our heading is off to the right. So that's showing our crab angle there. Very cool. There's the airfield. Alright, let's try round 2. That was dreadful. Always struck your sign. Yeah. Almost. It is really windy. This is fun. I'm not gonna lie, this is fun. It is windy though. Maintaining 160 knots, that's fine for this downwind. Are you using XM Enviro? Hey Mikhail, welcome. I had loads of issues. No, I'm not. I'm not using XM Enviro. It's just 2 FPS. Well, I've not tried it, but from what I've heard, it's 2 FPS heavy. Let's just bring it down. We're at 200 feet above. Yeah, 2 FPS heavy from what I've seen. And I don't like that it doesn't... You have to wait for XEnviro to update XEnviro to be able to use it on the latest X-Plane version. Which means if you're using XEnviro, you might not be able to run the latest X-Plane version. Which kind of sucks a little bit, so... Jeez Louise. It is windy. There's a field. I'm just going to slow us down a little bit and then start our base. Turb isn't realistic. Really? I don't know. I think it depends on the weather conditions right now there, but I've experienced things like this, albeit in a 152, but I've had, you know, almost similar conditions in real life, if I'm being completely honest. It might be XP realistic is a bit... See, we can disable XP realistic, and that's a little bit better, as you can see. We'll put one stage of flaps in. I don't know what that sound is, to be honest with you. Alright. There's the field. It's a little bit better now. It has subsided a little bit. Gear alarm, stall alarm. I don't know. I think it's gear. Nothing showing on FMA. So I don't know what that is exactly. I don't think it's stall. We can't be anywhere near stall. Might be gear. Yeah, we'll put the gear down. Maybe that'll help. I think he just wants us to be faster. I see, Dave. Okay. Not flown a jet at this altitude, obviously. Well, never flown a jet anyway, so. It seems to have subsided a little bit now, though. Oh, there's the field. Alright. Let's go for another stage of flaps. Alright. Yeah, FPS is struggling at the moment. But it's just the area. There's an insane amount of trees here, so that could very much be the reason. That's where the pilot, I don't think it's so, yeah, that very true. Alright. Okay, there's less wind, I'm fairly sure. Let's see here. Oh no, there is still a fair bit of wind. Alright. We're gonna have to plonk this down, I reckon. I don't think we can go for anything smooth.
TOS not available.
I can't even see the runway. I presume this is over crosswind limits in real life. It is gusting 31 right now, according to the METAR.
TOS available.
Alright, I'm going to try and keep that speed up. There's the Pappies. One red, one white. I really apologize. I can see the stream is lagging. I apologize for that.
TOS not available.
Okay.
TOS available.
Okay, got it down. Oh, I'm full right rudder. I am full right rudder right now. Jeez. That's full rudder, come on. I would say that is unrealistic there.
Too
probably.
low terrain.
Jeez, that was full rudder, full right toe brake. Alright, anyway. Welcome just about to what is it, Ocean County. Alright. We'll turn around here. Is there a taxiway there? There is. We'll take that taxiway. Flaps up. God, that was... Ozzy, I'm so sorry. I've ruined your signs. Jeez. This is why you respect crosswind limits. Yeah, gusting 31 is 300 at 22 knots, gusting 31. Alright, jeez. That's going to be a fun replay to watch. In other news, look at the quality of this, guys. Look at the ground textures here. The lights. We'll show off the night lighting in a bit, but look at the grass as well. Super nice. Landing lights can go off. We can go to recognition taxi lights. There we are. Yeah, XP12 does look real nice right now. I'm just... Is it lagging for you guys? Because my OBS is telling me it's lagging. Whether it's lagging on YouTube, I'm not sure. I guess I'll watch it back. Alright. Once had a 172 with full rudder deflection and still getting blown off course at an airfield in Australia. On this particular day, the forecast winds will offer 40. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's nuts. That was full. I'm having to put in left rudder right now as well. But we'll take this exit here onto Delta. Yeah, that was full rudder. Full toe brake as well. I had my full right toe brake to try and get it back onto the runway. Whether or not that was realistic, maybe because we were well above the limits, I would suspect. 22 knots is, gusting 31 is quite extreme for an aircraft of this size anyway. And the rudder, you know, the tail isn't huge. The rudder is fairly, you know, small. Look at the, I'm just going to stop here. Look at this. A little crack here. And then we've got some grass and weeds and all sorts growing in between. Love it. This is what I meant by, these guys are really making payware airports, but for free. I mean, this is payware quality. And we'll park over here, so we'll swing around. GPU, yeah, GPU is struggling. Do you think I challenge it? Yeah, I'm sure. That there's a G500 over there. Or is it a 550? Or is it a 650? I can't remember. Alright, we'll stop there. And we'll kill the power. Is that a plugin on your end? The marshaller, yeah, that's probably auto DGS. It automatically adds marshallers if they're not already implemented. I'll presume. They're flying there with a Challenger. Yeah, it's free. Look at this. Also, you can get a G550 and 650 in here, right? Is that a Phenom? There's a Phenom there, looks like. I'm sure you can. There's a model here. Very nice models as well. We'll talk about these in a second. Look at the wind, bud. Look at the trees, by the way, in the wind. That's cool. I've never noticed X-plane trees do that before. That's cool. That's really cool. That vegetation looks cool. Alright. And yeah, here we can see a stable approach. It gives you all the landing data here. Really cool. I'll probably do a separate video on this in a more compatible aircraft. But yeah, it gives you a bunch of information. It's really nice. Really nice. But anyway, let's get the lights off. Yeah, that's all good. We can get the standby gyro off. Passenger safety signs off. Landing lights off. Idle cutoff. Flaps are up. I think we're good here. Fuel boost to the off position. Avionics off. And battery off. There we are. And maybe we should get some... Nope, not that one. Some chocks. Let's put everything on, why not? Alright. There we are. The models we had to pay for. Oh, really? I think I did see that mentioned, actually, but they are really nice models, so, you know, seriously, thank you a lot. FPS is a lot better now with the systems off. But yeah, this airport is super nice. I'm just going to disable XP Realistic here for a second. And just look at it. Is that not beautiful? Mr. X6 is now hired by Laminar. Yes, absolutely. That's I'm looking forward to see what he can bring for sure. So we got lovely. One thing I always notice straight away with Jetset, and Eozzy has some of his own sceneries as well. We looked at Trenton, didn't we, for the first stream. That was the first developer stream as well, actually. So definitely do go check out his own stuff and Jetset stuff. Just all of it is fantastic. The ground textures, runway textures are just so nice. Look at this. Super, super cool. A lot better than a lot of payware I've seen. And we've got the ridges here. Absolutely beautiful. With the, got some dirt like edging here. And then the 3D grass, which is also very, very nice. Which, there we are. Back to normal. I think that's the stream. Maybe I set the bitrate too high. I'll have to play around with it and do some test streams, I guess, with the bitrate. But yeah, really, really nice. All the trees here. Got tire marks. We'll take a look at the night lighting. More vegetation over here. And signs. I don't think we hit this sign. New GDP library update got pushed out because of us. Yeah, I saw you've been working with them, and it just looks fantastic, doesn't it? And I'm glad you guys are working together like this, because it means we get fantastic scenery like this. Look at it. So, so cool. All the details here, you know, cracks, tar lines, all sorts. More signage over here. All looks fantastic. Really, really cool. Look at these tar lines. I love that. And yeah, over here we've got some the models. The buildings are custom modeled, I believe. And these models for aircraft are super nice. As Ozzy said, they are paid models. They've implemented into this for free, but they just look so cool. So nice. And look at this. I love these sort of weeds coming out the cracks in the tarmac. Very, very nice. I love that. More over here. We've got some tanks. Hey, nice texture work on them as well. Really, really nice. And then we got the buildings as well. Hangars. And look at the texture work on here. So we've got Cirrus, Avfuel, Ocean Air, Garmin, Cessna Ocean Air as well. Look at that. Super, super cool. We've got some more GA aircraft over here. So we got some... looks like we got some 172s and we got some 152s, or maybe they're 150s. Very similar either way. Look at this. We've got transient parking. Got a windsock as well. You can see, look at the wind that we had. Helipads. This is just such a great GA airport, even for biz jets. Just looks fantastic. Maybe when we do our Seminole, our Seneca stream, we'll depart from here, I reckon. Some lovely aircraft models. The entire place just looks fantastic. Got some more buildings over here. Generally just fantastic work, and you know, for free you can't complain. There's bins over here, cones, barrels, all sorts, you know, all the sorts of clutter that you would expect from such an airport. And all the I think they've done, have you done tree exclusions? Because everything looks really nice, especially with Global Forest. All the trees are, you know, where they should be, which looks really great actually. And we can show off the night lighting. We did this in 36 hours of work. Brilliant. Yeah. Amazing work. And night lighting. Look at this. Super, super cool. So we'll look at the approach lighting. Yeah, I think the bitrate for the stream is straight up too high. I'll have to adjust that. That does look cool. Of course, I've got my own lighting mod at the moment. And Blad at lower running as well, which is editing the lights probably a little bit. But yeah, all in all, it looks super, super nice. All the blue runway, taxiway edge lighting as well. I guess at this airport, they're not directional, because you can see them no matter what kind of thing. So, looks nice. And we've got lighting over here. And I'm sure they're not this bright. That's my, probably, either my light mod or Blah making them a little bit lighter than they normally are. But it looks real good anyway. Really, really cool. Good stuff. Entire area just looks really cool. Got our runway over here. Nice. We'll put that back to daytime. Beautiful. What a lovely, lovely airport from Jetset. And we'll do a dedicated stream for this as well, because I do want to show it off a little bit more. Today's stream was really for the TDS GTN and TorqueSim Citation jet, which was a lot of fun to fly. Crazy landing. We do need to look at a replay. Josh made exclusion zones for the whole airport. Yeah, and you know, it shows. It just looks fantastic. When you have trees where they're meant to be, and you know, no trees where they're not meant to be, it looks so much better. It really does. Let's look at the replay. Would you recommend Global Forest? I really like it. I really, really like it. I think the trees just look fantastic, and the placement is better, and you get the seasons as well. So it's really good. Oh, too far. I do want to look at the go around actually. So let's look at the first. I think this is the first landing. I'm just going to bring up my CPU usage because I explain if my CPU is running at 100%, the replay will just be so laggy. So, all right, let's run the replay. Oh, and it's laggy. Of course it is. We'll pause that, let the CPU recover. Does it take a lot of FPS? I've not noticed it take any FPS, to be honest with you. I've not noticed it take anything. Yeah, my VRAM is kind of through the roof at the moment. That is an issue at my side. Could be all the trees, to be completely honest. It could be all the trees. I'm going to let the CPU recover here for a second. Speaking of, I think it just recovered. Looking at my CPU usage, it did. All right, let's look at this landing. You can see the rudder. Yeah, and here we completely went off. Which, interestingly, my rudder isn't showing that I'm ruddering to the right. But I was. Oh, do you know what? Do you know what? I think it was a yaw damper. Because if we look at the rudder here, maybe the yaw damper was not letting us. Because the rudder's just stuck all the way to the left there. Unless this is a replay bug. The actual touchdown was nice. And then the rudder just doesn't show us ruddering left. So maybe that's why. Maybe it was your damper. Alright. Oh, jeez, the CPU is struggling, isn't it? I think the bitrate is really just way too high. Let's take a look at a few more angles. And then we'll try and find the go around if we can. Alright, let's see here. Right, we're going to wait for the CPU to recover again. As you can see, this is what I'm dealing with right now. And my VRAM is just maxed out. I'm pretty sure that is the issue. So once this comes back down from 100%, things stop lagging. And things run a lot better. It's really unfortunate. I don't know why it does this. It's very frustrating. So we will wait. We can actually. Volanta says our landing rate was minus 166 feet per minute. All right, come on. Look at this. It just sits here and it'll stutter like crazy. There we are. See, the VRAM comes down and then the CPU usage comes down. So it's 100% the VRAM thing. But anyway, let's watch this landing. Bit flat, but we just wanted to get it down. Alright, and we'll have to wait for this CPU to recover again. Jeez. I think it's all the trees. This issue with the VRAM. So definitely looking for a GPU upgrade. Because, you know, I'm on 8 gig of VRAM and it struggles so much with X-Plane. And Microsoft Latin for that matter. Alright. Let's have a look. Oh, and it's stuttery. I thought the CPU had recovered, but I guess not. So sorry, guys. Just waiting on it. I'll see if I can get this fixed for the next stream. See, I did a test flight here before and it was fine, so I'm pretty sure it's because I'm streaming that's it's causing issues right now. Look at the crab. Crazy crab. Yeah, and I think yours just wasn't working. Interesting. Alright, can we find a go around now is a question, or is this going to completely ruin the PC? Right. I do want to watch the go around and the power up. Alright, here. Alright. Let's watch this then. And again, we'll wait for the CPU to recover. I think what the issue is, so because I have the lack of VRAM, if I do this, because of the lack of VRAM, as you can see, we are using pretty much as we can use at the moment for the VRAM. And as you can see, it's affecting the GPU usage, it's affecting the encoding as well for the stream. It's just, you know, because don't have much VRAM, it's causing the CPU to swap out more and more textures because there's just not enough space in the VRAM, and that's what's giving me this. You know, it's processing all the new textures and all that sort of stuff. So as soon as this drops, then we get a lot nicer frame rates. So let's run this. Let's watch this go around. Hopefully it doesn't lag too much. Yeah, crazy float. There's the go around initiated. I don't know what was going on with the yaw here. I think that might actually be just an issue with the... Look at the aircraft is all over the place. It was doing that the entire flight, to be fair, as well. It's cool to watch, though. Run a few more angles, and then we are going to call it a day here. Alright, let's watch this. Yeah, we floated, really floated, and went off way too far to the side. Hence the go around. Sounds so cool though. And finally, I want to get one towards the other side of the runway, real quick. I want to really hear those engines during the go around. So let's try something like that. I don't know what this static overlay is right now on the stream. That's incredibly strange. I don't know if you guys are seeing that your end. Oh yes. And one more. What's the tower view here? Let's have a look. Tower view. All right, let's take a look at this last one. I promise. Or maybe we'll do a from inside the aircraft. Lovely, and we'll do one inside. Why not? Last one. All right. You'll be able to see the crazy aileron movements right now. It does look beautiful though. I wonder if the lineage is too big to bring here. I would presume so. There's a go around. Lovely runway textures. And off we go. Stream is smooth now. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's because I'm waiting for the CPU. There's a big stutter. Because I'm waiting for the CPU usage to go down before I'm running anything. That's why. Beautiful. Alright, well, here we are. Back. Oh, it's removed all the ground units. Oh well. I forgot to mention earlier, you can click a click spot here. Nope, not that one. Where was it? There's a click spot over here for the GPU, but I can't find it. There it is. And you can just enable the GPU like that. But yeah, that is going to be the end of the stream. That was just checking out the TDS GTN 750Xi. I'll try and get it fit. Look at the texturing, by the way. I'll not notice that. The fingerprints and the dirt. Super, super cool. Yeah, we'll try and get this to work a little bit better. I think you actually manually start the GPU. Really? Not that one. Wrong click spot. Oh. So earlier, I guess we didn't have... Oh yeah, the GPU is not on, is it? You have to manually start the GPU. I had no idea. Right, I can't see what I'm doing because of the textures. How does one start a GPU? Have a pic of how you start it. Can you send it on Discord? I do wanna show this off, if possible. I didn't know this was a thing, otherwise I would have looked it up prior to the stream. There we are. Okay, so Right, so we need to turn this off. Off. That off. Alright, so 1, start position, 2 clicks up. Press and hold engine start. There it goes. Wait for engine. Oh, that's loud. Okay, I don't know where the volume for that is, but wait for engine running light. Select rated RPM. Okay, so that changes the RPM. 4 is holding closed position. Check contactor closed light, which is there. 5 set to 1200, which is there. Very cool. And then shutdown is 431. So off. 4, 3, 1. Cool. I had no idea that our GPU was not running the entire time during the start of that flight. I thought you just enable it and it was just running, but I guess not. That's a very cool feature I've not seen before. I do like that. I do like that. Thanks for that, Caleb. Really appreciate it. So that is going to be the end of the stream. We'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. And we'll be taking the Piper Seneca out with the TDS again. And we'll figure out where to fly. I think we said we're gonna depart from here, aren't we? So we'll do that. So thank you all for being here. It was first stream in a long while. I'm going to try and get this stream bitrate situation fixed so we're not getting a crazy amount of stutters. I might do a test stream tomorrow in the afternoon, a few hours before the main stream, to test it. But thank you all very much for watching. It looks like the sun's just come out. Absolutely beautiful. Do go ahead and grab this airport, especially if you like flying G8 and biz jets. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.